time to recognize our Band of the Week, brought to you by Matt's Music.
Yeah. We continue to showcase area bands. Sturgeon Band continues to grow. They shine into the Thursday night lights with a halftime performance. Matt's Music, of course, has been a huge supporter of local bands since they opened in 1991. Hey, Ruston had a tremendous game. We're working on those highlights. They're coming up here in a minute. Welcome back to the show. Homecomings are always special, an opportunity for alumni to tell stories and ideally watch their team win. Not many do it bigger or better than Wossman. Former Wildcats were out tonight, loud and proud. And both coaches for Wossman and Richwood were fired up to put on a show.
Worry about it. Don't get too high. And even kill. All right? We ain't got to do a lot of talking. We got to do a lot of talking. How you talking, you shut your mouth is by putting that pad on you. They can do all that talk before 7 o'clock. That ball finna get kicked off. We gonna see you talking then.
John DeArce's Wildcats 1-1 on the year, taking on a 1-1 Rams squad that has drastically improved over last year's winless squad. Early on, Wossman looking to turn a Richwood turnover into points. 4th and goal. Jatarius Long running for his life is going to throw it up for grabs, and the Rams just knock it down. Bakari Geist, graduating in 2002 from Wossman, was a playmaker in that Wossman secondary. Tonight looking to pick off a Ram win. Rams ground game, trying to jumpstart the offense in the first quarter. Cedric Bingham, that'll move the chains. Rams defense just smothering the Cats in the first half. Long again running for his life, scrambling. But look at the pursuit by the Rams. Well done. As you can imagine, DR's not a happy camper at this point. But his defense does make a red zone defensive stop. And then late in the second quarter, Trey Long is going to be looking long. And he's going to find Sandowski Robinson. And he's going to go up and make the catch. This is a run to try to get him in right before the half. It was scoreless at the half. Wossman's offense comes to life in the second half. Let's check out the final. Big win for the Wildcats, 28-14. It was a happy homecoming there on 165. Big ball game over at Calvary. Of course, the Cavaliers looking for revenge after Franklin Parish beat them last year. The Patriots, the #1 ranked team in 4A. Early on, the Cavs came out, and they were looking for revenge. Hudson Price will find Braylon Hugland, and he's going to go in for the touchdown. What a start for Calvary. But, of course, Franklin Parish has some weapons, and the #1 weapon being Des Ellis, the quarterback. He's going to run, and he's going to pick up a first down. But later on, he's going to be stopped on a 4th down. Franklin Parish fell down in this ball game big, but they come storming back to make a game of this. But eventually, they fall 33-31. But a great learning experience for the Patriots as they lose to a state power in the closing seconds by 3 points. Bastrop looking for its first win of this season. Rams struggling on offense with just 18 total points, hoping to get it turned around tonight versus Ravo. First drive for Bastrop. Quarterback Austin Davenport is going to find senior wide receiver Mark Ramey for the first down. This is pretty much the Rams' highlight early on. It was all Ravo in the first half. Defense came to play for them. Check out this pick by Hollywood Johnson. Makes a couple guys miss. Weaves his way through traffic, takes it in for the score. Ravo gets the 2-point conversion. They're up 8-0. Davenport trying to get something going for the Rams. He's going to roll out. This is another interception by Braden Travis. That sets up a touchdown for the big guy. 14-0 Hornets. Rams hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Another tip, and that's another interception. And that is Phylon Coward gets the tip, and he gets some great running room. In fact, more than just a little bit, he's going to go in for the score. So 2 picks, 6.5. What a defensive performance by Ravo. They absolutely dominate, and they take down the Rams 44-0. West Washita coming off its first win of the season. Chiefs glad to be back in the reservation for their home opener. Looking to defend the Rez on homecoming against the visiting Winfield Tigers. And the Tigers, though, start this game with a bang. First play from scrimmage, Zatavius Williams runs through a tackle, nothing but green in front of him, and it's pay dirt, 7-0 Winfield. What a start, but the Chiefs would answer right back. Ty Hickman says, this is going to be my night. Breaks 1, 2, 3 tackles. And then he's going to tiptoe down the sideline and in for the score. We're all tied. Chief fans getting ready for a big night. Next Chiefs drive. Hickman again. This time he goes untouched, races in for his second touchdown. It's 14-7 Chiefs. They'd have another score in the first to make it 21-7. The Tigers would battle back. They're only down by 7 when Nicholas Mockterscher finds Williams for his third touchdown of the game. 21-20 Chiefs lead. What a wildly entertaining first half. Chiefs need to get it going again. C.J. Barr drops it in for the score. 29-20 Chiefs. Winfield looking for another rally, but this one's going to go the other way. Eli Cobb looking for the big return, and he gets it. The Chiefs will be back in business, and this time, Dylan Robb with the grab from Barr. They're up 36-20, and yes, Wes Washita can throw it around a bit. Thumbs up for the Chiefs tonight. They get that homecoming win, 57-32. Oh, what a matchup at Haas Garrett Stadium. We've got the Lone Star State versus the Buddhas. Longview travels to Rust, and the Bearcats beat the Lobos 21-10 last year. We're going to tease this game. We're going to show highlights of this coming up because this was a fantastic finish. Let's go to break, but coming up, you're going to want to see the finish of this one because it was a good one. That's all coming up right after the break.